This is the case of the state of Wisconsin versus Morgan Geiser and Anissa Weir. This is the Slenderman case that occurred in Waukesha, May 31st, 2014. This is the case where the two girls planned months in advance they talked about Slenderman. They were intrigued in the Slenderman internet case, which is somebody who stalks and abducts and kills people, mainly children. And the girls they believed in this so much that they thought Slenderman would eventually come after them, abduct them, and kill them. So one of the ways that they believed to please Slenderman was to give Slenderman a victim. So they planned months in advance that they were going to take somebody and basically give that person to Slenderman, give him up as a sacrifice to save themselves. So the fact that they did this in secret shows that they knew what they were doing was wrong, because if they held it in secret, they didn't want anybody else to hear about it, because if anybody else heard what they were doing, they would have to face consequences. The people who heard it would get the authorities involved, so the girls didn't want that to happen. So the fact that they did that in secret, they mentally were aware that what they were doing was in fact wrong. So in this case, on one of the girls' birthdays, they took the victim and they lured her and tricked her into playing a game of hide and seek. So they went off into the woods and they told the girl that we were going to play hide and seek, when in fact the two assailants, one of them held her down and told the other girl to stab her, to kill her. So they stabbed the girl 19 times. If you're stabbing somebody that many times, that's malicious intent. If you're stabbing somebody one time, you should realize the severity of this and was sort of shocked. The fact that they continued to do it 19 times showed that they had extreme anger and they were determined in what they were doing, that they weren't going to let anything get in their way. And then after they stabbed her, they told her to stay there, and then they basically went off in the woods and they were waiting for Slenderman to take the girl, and that were to be their sacrifice. So this is a motion to move the case from juvenile court and bring it to adult court. If this case were to stay in juvenile court, the girls' maximum length that they could be held is to the age of 25. And if we're dealing with mental illness, if they were held till 25, that may not be enough time to put in the girl's head that what they did was in fact wrong, and it might not be able to cure their mental illness, because mental illness is very, very hard to find the root cause and find what's wrong, to treat it, to use therapy, medication. That could take way longer than 25. And also, juvenile court will show the community that premeditated attempted murder is not that severe of a case. If you're only serving, that girls were 12 at the time, serving 13 years for that severity of a crime, premeditated, that is showing the community that that is not a very severe crime. Moving it to adult court, however, will show the community that this is a severe crime, regardless of the girl's age. They knew, in fact, what they were doing was wrong. That they will face their punishment for that, which is a severe punishment for murder. And they can receive punishment until the judge sees fit. They will pass the 25th birthday. They can have treatment from doctors, medication, psychological treatment, and once they're cured of that and they're competent, they could be released, they could be sent to prison. It all determines on their treatment, the doctors, what the judge says, and that's something people should take into account, because to the age of 25, they may not be cured. And in adult court, if they're going to serve until whenever the judge and the doctor see fit, it can be cured in that time frame, because 25 is not going to be a long enough time frame.